Watch. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on HBO's Girls. Personal foul? Retired NBA star Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has issued an apology to LeBron James after criticizing him. Speaking to SiriusXM NBA radio on April 4th, the former Los Angeles Lakers player clarified comments he made a day earlier about James, the team's current star player. Some of the things he's done, he should be embarrassed about, Abdul-Jabbar was quoted as telling reporters before the Lakers game against the Denver Nuggets. In his apology, Abdul-Jabbar said, "It wasn't my intention to criticize LeBron in any way. He has done so much for the black community as well as for the game of basketball. We may not always agree, but I want to wholeheartedly apologize to LeBron and make it clear to him that I have tremendous respect for him, and if he can accept that, he'll be very happy." James, who did not play in Sunday's game due to a sore ankle, has not responded to Abdul-Jabbar's apology or his criticism. "I admire the things that he has done that have gotten all of our attention. Sending a whole school to college? Wow, that's amazing. His thoughtfulness and willingness to back it up with his wallet. Again, you've got to give him credit for that," Abdul-Jabbar said, referring to the I Promise School, an Akron, Ohio public school supported by the LeBron James Family Foundation, which in 2020 partnered with Kent State to provide 4 years of tuition-free college for qualifying students. But Abdul-Jabbar added about James, "Some of the things he's done, he should be embarrassed about. Some of the things that he's done and said are really beneath him, as far as I can see, and some of the great things that he's done. He's standing on both sides of the fence almost, you know? It makes it hard for me to accept that when he's committed himself to a different take on everything. It's hard to figure out where he's standing. You've got to check him out every." Despite his apology, Abdul-Jabbar has dunked on James previously. Last December, Abdul-Jabbar, who ranks number 1 on the NBA's all-time scoring list right ahead of James, criticized the star twice publicly. That month, James shared on Instagram a meme that compared COVID-19 to the common cold and flu, writing, "Help me out folks." Abdul-Jabbar, an advocate for coronavirus vaccines, later wrote in a Substack essay that James' post marked a blow to his worthy legacy. Also in December, Abdul-Jabbar criticized James for performing a big balls dance after scoring against the Indiana Pacers. The NBA considered the move an obscene gesture and fined James $15,000. "For me, winning is enough," Abdul-Jabbar said at the time in a Substack video. "Why do you need to do a stupid, childish dance and disrespect the other team on the court? It doesn't make sense. Goats don't dance." Hours after his latest criticism of James went viral, Abdul-Jabbar seemed to walk back the remark. "Today a reporter asked me a question about LeBron James and first regret my off-handed response which has been blown out of proportion," he tweeted. "For years I've expressed my deep admiration and respect for LeBron as a community leader and athlete. That hasn't changed and never will." Abdul-Jabbar said in a longer statement, "LeBron is still the daunting hero I described 2 years ago, in a Sports Illustrated essay. He's still a major force in improving lives in the black community. He's still one of the greatest basketball players in history. He's still a man who has earned the overwhelming admiration of millions. And every day he goes out and proves why he deserves that admiration." He continued, "On occasion I have chided LeBron when I thought he was dropping the ball when it came to supporting the community. But I did so in the spirit of a older brother offering guidance, whether wanted or not. So, when I said that he has done some things he should be embarrassed about, that wasn't a slam or a barb or even a finger wag, it was me recapping some of what I said in the past.